What is good? Diamond Dynasty, baby. Y'all already know what's going on. In this video, man, right now we're going to do a reaction to a highly requested video, of course. A lot of you guys wanted my reaction to this video. As soon as it dropped, y'all was spamming and blowing me up, man. So y'all already know what the fuck going on. It's a 30-minute video. I got my cereal, okay? I got my motherfucking cereal. I got my motherfucking Reese's Puffs, okay? This is not sponsored, bruh. All right? I got my Reese's Puffs. I'm ready. I just woke up. If y'all don't know, I have like an overnight sleep schedule. I sleep until like, well, today I slept until like 3-something p.m. All right. I think I went to bed at like 7-something in the morning, guys. So I'm just waking up. You know what I'm saying? Wiping the crust out of my eyes and all that good shit. And we about to get to it. So without further ado, make sure that you do like, comment, subscribe, hit that bell so you can be notified every time I post another lit ass video. Make sure that you DM me at the DIAMONDLIFE 888. Let me know what I should be reacting to next. Tell a friend today. Ain't your mom, today Uncle Joe, he's still a hoe. Let's get right into this video, man. Let's get it.
What's up, Queendom? It's your girl, Queen. I'm back with another video.
It's your girl, Queen.
Sure from the title, you can already tell it's going to be a story time or something of that sort. So,
story time. Let's get it.
First of all, it's been a lot going on.
Yes, it has.
A lot going on. I've been getting ready to drop my album. I've really been trying to just focus.
Once again, guys, like I said, this seems like some real Housewives of Atlanta type shit, bruh. All right? The whole storyline is what keeps people interested. So, I honestly feel like this was planned. I feel like it was set up to happen the way it is. Now, I do feel like some emotions are real, okay? I feel like some of this story is real. Just like in any motherfucking, just like any, you know, I guess, what do you call it? Reality show. A lot of those reality shows have scripted parts, but they have a storyline too that's real, if that makes sense, all right? But I will say that this shit is interesting as fuck, all right? And I'm here for it. It's very interesting how everything is coming into play, but with Queen's album coming, with her song that just dropped, with Chris releasing his song, with Leslie boosting her YouTube up, with Clarence boosting all of his shit up. This is benefiting everybody once again, okay? It's benefiting everybody. So I am here for it once again, but I feel like a lot of this shit was planned and was supposed to come out the way that it did, okay?
Focus on that because this is a very big moment in my life.
Yes, it is. Just waiting on my moment.
It's my debut album. Like, this is my dream. Like, this is, I just want to put my full focus on it, you know?
No, that's right, y'all. No, that's right.
And so I've been busy with that, but
run it up.
As you guys know, it's been some other things going on as well.
Yes, it has, honey.
On the internet, and
yes, it has.
You know.
Everybody knows.
I wasn't gonna come and make a video or say anything because, truthfully, if I ever came back to my channel, or when I came back to my channel, I wanted to just come refreshed. And I don't know, I just hate that, like, every time I come and do a video, I'm always like, it's always something about some drama, but I always feel the need to, like, just tell my side of things, just because
at least you know
when you don't explain your side of the story to a situation, you give people more room to make assumptions that aren't true. As y'all know, it's been a whole situation with the exes going on.
Case of the exes, y'all. Case of the exes.
The very last video, I watched it.
And y'all, I know this is totally off subject, but milk before the cereal. I know a lot of you guys are going to be like, what the fuck is wrong with you and who made you? But the milk before the cereal, so the cereal does not get soggy, okay? And then you just continuously add cereal to the milk, okay? So you can keep that crunch factor. I'm just saying.
And I'm going to keep it 100% real with you guys.
I'm just saying.
I felt bad. I really did. I didn't feel bad because I'm guilty of anything that she was insinuating that I did.
Okay.
But I felt bad because, first of all, that's just how my heart is set up. Like, I don't know. Like, I'm just super, super nice. And as a woman, like, I could feel, I could feel it. Like, I could feel, you know, where she was coming from. And I've been in a place like that before, where, you know, I was heartbroken, or, like, you know, something like that. I don't know if she's still heartbroken, but I don't know. But I feel like I wanted to come here and just basically give you guys my point of view of things, because I feel like, in a way, my character could be misinterpreted or misconstrued. And I have a brand. I'm a singer, and I don't want to be looked at as, like, that kind of person that maliciously just does.
Especially when you came out with a song called Medicine, or a song like Medicine, you know. You don't want nobody to get that misconstrued. Like, okay, you was talking so much shit in Medicine, but you was over here doing some fuck shit, so I get it.
Things to people. And also have a family brand. I have a family brand. I have 2 kids. You know, we got the Royal Family channel, and I think I have every right to come and clear my name as well, just like everyone else. I need you guys to understand the place I was in when I first ever spoke to Clarence at all. It's been said a lot and continuously that I cheated and I was doing something sneaky, but truthfully, you guys, of course, I was legally still
you had checked out
in a marriage, but it was a situation where, like, my ex Chris he had already been moving single, like a single man, for the longest. And you guys know that if you follow my story, you guys know
that's not too far-fetched. I will say that, okay?
That after the situation that happened with the 3 girls who came and exposed him for that whole situation, after that, I even, like, stayed and stuck around. Truthfully, I stuck around because, for one, I didn't have my own money to leave. I wasn't prepared to leave. I just didn't have my own stuff. Like, my credit was super low. It was just so much going on where it made it very hard for me to leave. And
ladies, make sure you got your shit together so you never have to depend on a man or a woman or a significant other, okay? For a place to lay your head and be comfortable, bro. There's no worse feeling than having to rely on a motherfucker because you don't have your own shit together, bro. Okay? So even if your man wants to pay all the bills, even if your woman wants to pay all the bills, bro, make sure that you have your shit together. So if anything happens with you guys, you have an exit plan. Because if you don't, you're going to be stuck struggling in a situation that you don't have to be struggling in that situation. You know what the fuck I'm talking about, okay? You won't have to be struggling. You're gonna have to be struggling in that situation when all of that could have been avoided if you had your shit together, okay, bro? Never depend on nobody for a place to lay your head. My pops always told me that, man. Never do that. I don't care who you're with. All right, get your shit together, man. Get your shit together.
Plus, you know, we had a son. So. When I messaged Clarence, it wasn't like in a sneaky kind of way, but I was in ATL, and this was during Hurricane Harvey. We had went to Atlanta to escape the hurricane, and Chris and me, we wasn't even like really together. We probably did like maybe one video as a group when we was like in the house with Janae and them, but we wasn't really together when we went to Atlanta. He was doing his own thing, and I knew he was doing his own thing. It was pretty much over to me. Like, I feel like once someone is disloyal, they move single and they move funny and they talk to different people, and like they're doing it blatantly where you know it and they don't care. It's like at this point. So anyway, when I messaged Clarence, I didn't have no intentions or I wasn't plotting like, yeah, I'm about to message him and then I'm gonna go see him. And you guys, truthfully, I think I was scrolling. I seen Clarence on my Explore page. I've seen him before. I clicked on his page.
Now, Queen. Okay.
And it was his page.
Okay,
and I was like,
Queen.
oh, this is really his page.
Okay,
and I was just scrolling through, and of course, you know, I thought he was a handsome guy. Because I had seen him before, and I always thought he was handsome. But I didn't see no girl on his page. You know, I didn't see no girl on his page.
Yeah, so you shooting your shot, baby.
It was just kind of like one of those things where, I don't know. Hey, let me just DM this person and see what's up. Like, you're not
just going out of the blue and just DM a person, all right? You're just not. Unless you're trying to shoot your shot or see what's going on, you know what I'm saying? See what type of time somebody's on, Queen. It's okay. All right. In your mind, you were already mentally checked out. Let me see what this nigga's all about, man. He handsome, whatever the case may be. He look like he got his shit together. What does he do? You know, it look like he might model or whatever the case, man. Shit. Try to shoot by a shot and see what's good. Or at least, you know, start a conversation so maybe where something organically can happen. That's all you had to say, you know what I mean? That's just how I feel. But hey, it is what it is. And women like to be very discreet about these things, and women don't like to say, oh, I'm the one that hit you up in the DMs, or if they do hit you up in the DMs, they're the type to say, well, look, I wasn't looking for nothing, you know, it was business, or whatever the case may be, all right, because that's in female nature, all right? You're not supposed to you know, just be live and direct. Okay, that's a very masculine thing to do, to be live and direct like that, you know. So of course she was technically still married, but like she said, Chris was already doing his thing, she wanted to do her thing, and you know, at the end of the day, both of them were wrong. Okay, but like I said, man, there's so many people right now who are separated, still married legally, but separated, and are both doing their own things. Okay, so technically, yes, it is cheating, but it depends on the situation whether or not it makes sense, you know.
In a way to like be sneaky or like, ooh, I'm about to, you know, I don't know. Honestly, truth be told, I don't know why I did it. I think part of the reason was just because I was just maybe just
Queen, bro,
already feeling down and low, and just, I don't know, I wanted to converse with someone else, I guess, you know. That's the honest truth. Because, you know, Chris was doing what he was doing. I just feel, I don't know. I really don't know. But
there's nothing wrong with it, Queen. I think she feels like if she tells the truth, like, okay, well, shit, you know what I'm saying? He doing him. I'm trying to do me. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to see what's up. Maybe start a conversation, whatever the case may be. I think that she would be, she's scared that she would be labeled a homewrecker if she actually told the truth on that. But the truth is that, you know, you're not just gonna hit up some random nigga and just for conversation. No, you thought this nigga was cute, all right? You hope that, you know, y'all could start up a conversation and it could possibly turn into something a little bit more. Like, I'm trying to get to know this nigga, you know?
But anyway, when we converse, you guys seen the messages. Clarence showed it in his past video. We were talking very just like, it wasn't like flirtatious or anything. It was really just talking about what was going on with us. And yeah, as you guys can see, I did tell him, I went into detail about what I was going on, but he asked me, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, he said it was getting crazy for him.
And that's what I'm saying. Clarence, that's why I knew something was wrong with what Clarence said, talking about, yeah, we have never talked about our exes before. I was like, no, that can't be true. That can't be true. It sounds like y'all started off talking about y'all's exes, all right? So, hey.
And I was like, what is it? And I said, shit, it's getting crazy for me too. And when he asked, I told him what was going on. Like, and I didn't mind telling him what was going on, just because, I don't know, like, it was already public. It was already public what was going on. So I was like, forget it. And I've always been a super transparent person. I can talk to a stranger, which is kind of bad sometimes. I can talk to a stranger and literally, when they leave, they know so much about me. And I know that's so bad. So I want you guys to know that I didn't do that to, I don't know, get him to feel bad for me, or just try to, like, I don't know. I did that with everybody, truthfully. So it's not just Clarence.
But you didn't just hit up just anybody. That's the thing.
But
it's okay,
when he told me that he had a girl or whatever, when I was like, you know, you should start YouTube, and if you got a girl, you can prank her. And when he told me he had someone, I didn't like try to say, oh, well, actually, I was like, yo, well, why ain't she on your page? Like,
what girl would do that though? What woman would just straight out say, oh, well, you need to leave your girl for me, because it's not a lot of, maybe some chicken heads, you know, maybe some girls that are low value, all right? But a high value woman is not going to say, well, you should leave your girl and this and that and the other. So, I mean, that's pretty much self-explanatory. A nigga tell you that he has somebody, that's pretty much, okay, well, let me back and let me try to help you through your situation or whatever you're going through, you know? Or that's just how I feel, all right? Typically, a woman of value is not going to go say, break up with your shorty or try to flirt with you or overstep her boundaries after a nigga had just said he has somebody, all right?
Girls love that. You should put it on your page, like, so people can know. So, I don't know. He was saying also right there that it was complicated. And it was complicated with me too. So,
Facebook
you know,
status.
It didn't go no further. Anywho, though, I followed him. And around that same time when I followed him, I remember getting a call from Chris. And Chris was like, why you follow him? Like, and I'm just like, what? Like, first of all, why are you even calling me, checking me?
First of all, how did you find out? All right. Were you were you actually actively looking through the people she was following, bro? I could see if she was following maybe like 5 people. All right. And then you saw she was following 6 and you wanted to figure out who the 6th person was. But how did you know when she started following this nigga? Maybe he was on that page. I don't know if they have it anymore on Instagram, but maybe he was on that page to where it shows you the people who you follow, who they start following and shit like that. I don't know.
me, because you're doing what you're doing. Like, you have no room to ask me what I'm doing, who I'm following, or anything. You're moving like the way you want to move. I'm gonna move how I want to move, and it wasn't flirtatious. You know, I still was explaining to him like it wasn't like that. He said he's gonna send us hoodies and all that stuff. And Chris still felt intimidated, I feel like, because he seen how he looked. Of course. He knew, like, I think I even like mentioned him to Chris before, because me and Chris would always like just kind of vocal about, we did smash your passes together, you know. So like I knew who he found attractive, and he knew who I found attractive. I told him. So he had been knew that. He was like, no, fuck that, unfollow him. Even though I didn't feel like I needed to do that, I did it out of respect, because first of all, I didn't want no trouble in the house. We were still living together. It's not like I had my own, like a lot of money of my own to go take and go move, you know. So I just unfollowed him, I guess, to keep the peace, because when it got crazy with me and him, it got crazy. And it's a lot of things that you guys don't know that went on behind closed doors. It got crazy. We don't know. I'm not gonna say anything, but it got super crazy. I didn't want no trouble, like when we got back to the same house. I was like, okay, forget it. From that point, when we went back to Houston, we ended up going back together. I don't know, I didn't speak to Clarence anymore, because I just, like I said, he had a girl. I didn't want no trouble. I didn't want to like drag on. But as me and Clarence weren't talking, like things got worse and worse between me and Chris. We wasn't having sex. We wasn't sleeping together in the same bed. He was going out every night. He was doing what he wanted to. He was sleeping with other girls. It was just kind of like, we was kind of like roommates. You know what I'm saying? And I knew for a fact our relationship was over. He wasn't happy with me. He didn't love, like, he didn't want to be with me, you know? But I was still just, we was kind of just still there, just playing like, I was just kind of playing like I was okay with it, because like it was nothing else I could really do. Speed it up. Things was getting worse. And one day I think I was scrolling across YouTube, and I seen that Clarence had did a Smash Your Pass video. Now me and Clarence had talked about him starting a YouTube channel, right? And when I seen he made a YouTube channel, I was like, oh, so he really did it, you know? And when I went and watched the video, I seen him and Mod doing a Smash Your Pass, and I didn't even know that my name was in there. I was like, yo, what? Like, and then what he said, I was like, hold on, wait a minute. Like, I got a little offended. I ain't gonna lie. So I had went to look for him on Instagram. I seen that, like, I couldn't find him, so I went to my block list, like, yo, did I block him? And I know I didn't do it, so in my head, I'm like, okay, I ain't block him. I know who did it. So I hit him up.
Chris blocked his ass, boy. And
I was like, I think I commented on his story or something. You guys seen it, something about the socks, the slippers, or whatever. And then he was like, he started talking back to me. And I was like, yo, what you said, I was just basically telling him about what he said in the video. Like, that was funny. Like, Frank's Red Hot, oh, I'm not sweet. You know, like, just kind of,
Frank's, bro.
Picking at him about what he said. Obviously, at this point, if he's doing a Smash Your Pass on a bunch of girls, including me, I still didn't see no girl on his page. Like, from this, wait a minute. Actually, I think I watched some more of his videos. Yeah, that's right. I watched some more of his videos besides Smash Your Pass, and he said he was a single man. He was doing a Q&A. He was like, he's a single man. So from that point, like I said, I never had seen who he was with ever before. Never seen a picture of or anything. He said that he was single.
Shooting that shot.
I felt like
I feel you.
Nigga, my relationship was over, so I was like, oh, okay, you know. So we started talking.
Let me see what's up.
Now, when we started talking on Instagram, like some more, we went over to Snapchat. We started talking on Snapchat. And I was still living in their house, but like I said, felt like I was just a roommate. Like, niggas was moving how they want to move. And yeah, me and Clarence was just conversating, you know, like, we got a little deeper. We started talking about things that we were going through and like our past. Like, I had mentioned to him like what I was going through in my relationship. He had mentioned.
Once again, they talked about their exes before, Clarence. All right, contradictions.
And to me about he was talking about how he was going through like a toxic kind of situation on and off, and like we was at that point we were like confiding in each other as friends. We never spoke about sex. We never spoke about anything, and it went from us talking about that to really like just falling asleep on the phone every single night. That's another thing I want you guys to know. I didn't just up and fly to New York like, oh yeah, I'm about to come see you. Me and Clarence was talking on the phone, fall asleep on FaceTime every night for a good like, I don't know, month and a half.
And when you fall asleep on FaceTime and you fall asleep on the phone with a woman, I'm talking about emotional attachments are made. Emotional bonds are made. You know what I'm saying? That's that high school love shit, okay? And it always feels good to take it on back, all right? Me and my girl, we were long distance, and we would do the same thing. I'm talking about FaceTime until we went to sleep, waking up on the phone, she's still on the phone, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, you build that emotional bond, you build that emotional connection.
Or something like that. And like,
nose is itching.
It made us like, you know, feel for each other a little bit more. I could tell.
Right, of course.
I could tell.
Yeah. And I will say this too, something about long distance is it's easier to build an emotional connection that way, I feel, because you're not physically with that person. So you have to actually dig deeper. You know, you actually have to connect on a different type of level. So I feel like you're able to get to know that person even more, the different layers of that person even more. Because a lot of times people are more comfortable too opening up, not in person, you know. You're able to share more, you're able to kind of be more vulnerable in a sense, you know. Let me know in the comment section down below how you guys feel about this.
He would tell me how he felt, like, you know, how he felt different about me and things like that. I would tell him the same. So we start developing like a liking for each other and possibly feelings.
Possibly.
Then we spoke about doing a video.
It was feelings.
We spoke about doing a video together because we felt like it would be a good money move for one.
Facts.
We already had like fan pages of people collaging our pictures together. It was crazy, man. And like, it was like, man, they really like, people kept saying, I ship y'all, I ship y'all, I ship y'all. So I was thinking in my head, you know, this is great for my channel because I need to get my money up, you know. I had money with the Chris and Queen channel, but I don't consider that to be my money because when I left, I couldn't even have half of that. Like he wasn't even giving me half of it, and I didn't care at the point because I was just like, listen, I don't want no money or anything.
That shit get ugly whenever a couple of channels splits up. Who's gonna take the main channel with all them fucking subscribers? That shit is tough.
I just really want to be done with this relationship, with this whole thing, because it was draining. Like, talk about draining for years. Yeah. You know, of course I smiled on camera. We did what we did for our brand. But that shit was draining, y'all. And it was a lot, like I said, that happened behind closed doors that you guys do not know about.
Right, right.
So, yeah, I was like, yeah, this is a money move. Maybe I come out there and, like, we do some videos. First time I went out there, I went with Ari and Vashay and some other girls. I was scared to go by myself. I didn't know what was like. I didn't know, like, we had talked on the phone, but I was still scared. It was New York. I didn't want to go by myself. But I had still made plans to, you know, go see him for the first time in person. And we seen each other. We didn't do a video that time, but we did see each other. I went back home. I went back to Houston. I was living with Armand and Trey by this time. And I was working on my videos because I was just trying to get my bag up. Listen, I was trying to leave. I was trying to get my own apartment. I was going to get my apartment in Houston. Actually, I think me and Ari was talking about moving in together. When I went back to New York the second time, we chose to do our first video together. I had met his sister Lee, who had helped me out with a situation with medicine, because I had released medicine on YouTube, which Clarence also encouraged me that I should release it on New Year's, because he was just like, you know, you should just go ahead with it. Like, this is like a new beginning for you. And I was like, yeah, but I was scared because I knew once I released medicine, y'all, I could never go back to Chris. I was like, once Chris is done, like, because nobody knew that Chris had cheated again. I kept that secret because I didn't want to look stupid. You know, I didn't want to look stupid all over again. Like, damn, people gonna say I told you so. And I just didn't want to. So when people started asking, like, why aren't you doing a video for Chris no more? Like, why you at Trey Armand's house? Like, I didn't want to say it because I felt stupid. I felt so dumb. Like, damn, I really stayed and I looked dumb. So I made a song. I made medicine, you know. Anyway, Clarence and he encouraged me to release it New Year's. I released it. That happened. Somebody stole my song, put it on Apple, was getting money for it. So I met Lee. Lee was a businesswoman. And she helped me out. Like, she helped me out a lot. Then we started talking business. And I was like, yo, could you go through my emails? And, you know, I don't go through my emails or anything like that. I don't know about labels. And she used to be a manager of back in the day of Nash Roots, so like she had some experience in that. I kept extending my New York trip when I was out there. I kept extending it because
she wasn't trying to go back.
I don't know. It just felt so good to be there. I felt so free. I had a friend out there that like. I really still consider him my friend. Even if I had a crush on him or liked him, I still consider him my friend. Because we told each other literally like anything. Like, if he was talking to another girl or texting another girl, I didn't really care. Even if I did like him, I didn't care because we were not committed to each other. You know what I'm saying? I did not care. I wasn't like one of those kind of girls that try to force him like, what are we? What we doing? Like, when they talk to me. I wasn't like that. Like, and I feel like that's why he was super cool with me too, because I was not forceful on him. I never forced anything. But I do feel like the more and more we got to know each other and be together, you know, he felt my vibe. He got to know me more. He looked at me as a different person. I wasn't the girl that he seen on the Smash and Pass challenge. He said I had a bad outfit, whatever, but whatever. Also,
Red Hot.
The camera don't do me justice. This camera's not doing me justice. I look way better in person. Just let y'all know.
Look, sweetie, you beautiful. Okay, on camera, I'm pretty sure you're beautiful. Off camera, look. No reason to be insecure about that, man. Okay? You spicy.
No. The people that see me in person can vouch for it. But, like, he was feeling my vibe. I could tell. I knew it. I was feeling his vibe. And we just, like, we still was keeping it, like, we still was friends, you know? Friends with feelings building. So, the situation, like, with his ex, you know, I was aware that he was still getting over a 5-year relationship. That's understandable because I was too. I'm not gonna lie. When I finally signed the divorce papers, when I finally signed the divorce papers with Chris after seeing him, I'm not gonna lie. I sat in the car and I cried.
Yeah.
And Lee was right there next to me. I cried because like it's not that I like wanted to be with him. It was also like a feeling of like, damn, 5 years down the drain.
A failure,
what's gonna happen next? Like, I know that relationship was toxic, but he's all I knew. Like, I really like, you know what I'm saying? I'm really going through my head like, dang, you know. But I knew for a fact I didn't want to go back because it was so unhealthy and it was so toxic, and it only broke me down the more and more I stayed. Physically, emotionally, mentally, it broke me down being in that marriage, you know. And I'm sure you guys could tell by just in my personality. And when Clarence met me and seen me, it's like he brought something new out of me. And he wanted to make me feel good. I wanted to make him feel good too, because from what I was told, that was a very toxic situation for him as well.
I know you did, girl.
And I understood, man. Like, you can't just get over someone that you loved for 5 years. I totally get that.
Right.
But at the same time, us bonding and confiding with each other only made us kind of closer, you know? Obviously, we did things.
Right.
I got pregnant.
Right.
I didn't plan to get pregnant. I don't check my ovulation.
Now that part was fucking wild, bro. Okay? When Leslie started talking about women track their ovulation. Yeah, they track their ovulation if they're set on getting pregnant. So maybe she thinks that all women do that, because I know now we all know that she has a fertility issue. Okay, that's very sensitive. But she was probably tracking her ovulation so she could have a kid with Clarence. But I don't know many women, unless they're dead set on, okay, we made a decision, we're gonna have a kid together and stuff like that. I don't know many women who actually check that shit, to be honest. Y'all let me know, because I've never slept with a dude before. So all the women, leave me a comment down below and let me know, when you're basically just dealing with somebody like that, do y'all, you know, if you're not seriously dating somebody, that person is strapping up and all that stuff, do you guys actually go check, you know, when you're ovulating and stuff? Or do you only do that whenever you're, you know, when you've made a decision ultimately that you guys want to have a baby? when Leslie started talking about that, I was like, okay, now this is just getting too much. Okay, like, you don't own this dude. Okay, this dude is not your property. If the dude didn't want to stay for whatever reason, look, he wasn't yours. He isn't yours. You got to move on at that point, you know? Like, we can't keep harping on this. It is what it is, you know? And hey, if Leslie didn't understand that, then that is what it is, you know? But now, you know, you have to get over it. And like I said, I think that was this was a period in her life where she needed to go through this experience to actually be able to heal and move the fuck on. Hopefully she does move on, because at this point, it's just, come on now. It's been 3 years since the situation happened. You've been through relationships after that, you know, and then you go on live and you make it seem like everybody is crazy and you're not crazy and you don't want Clarence anymore. But to me, the vibe that I got from those videos and you posting old pictures and stuff like this and talking about Queen in the way that you did, bruh, you're not over him, okay? And the first step to recovery is accepting the fact that you have a problem. Not necessarily that you have a problem, but accepting the fact that you might still care for this dude. You might still be holding on to these things, you know? And she said it too in the IG Live. She was like, look, I'm holding on to this and I'm holding on. I'm like, that's the issue, girl. You need to let the fuck go. All right? Let go. I was feeling her the first 2 videos, whatever case may be. I was feeling where she was coming from. And then I was like, as the videos progressed, it was like you could just see that more and more bitterness was just coming out and coming out and coming out, you know, through the things that she was saying. I was like, man, I can't get with this shit no more, you know? I mean, I don't have anything against Leslie, but I feel like her dragging Queen in the way that she did was unnecessary. Her sharing certain things about Clarence's mom and what Clarence's mom had said about Queen and all of this shit was unnecessary, okay? And from that moment, I was like, all right, this girl has not gotten over Clarence in this situation. She still heard about the situation. She still wants him back. And that's just the fact of the matter. But hey, she has to let go. She has to let go, because obviously the royal family is not going anywhere, you know? But anyway.
I never did that. I don't know. I just never did that because, one, I had a super bad miscarriage the year before. Terrible miscarriage, y'all. I lost so much blood I thought I was going to die. I thought that something was wrong with me. I thought, like, maybe I can't have kids. And the only reason why I thought that was because even when I got pregnant with CJ, I was having unprotected sex for a very long time. And it took me a while to get pregnant. Truthfully, before CJ, I can't confirm if it was a miscarriage or not, but I remember one day feeling the pain so deep. I lost so much blood, and I didn't know what it came from. I never confirmed if it was a miscarriage or not. It could have been. And then I was having unprotected sex more. I got pregnant with CJ after 2 years. Had complications with CJ. Me and CJ could have died. CJ's heart rate was going down. My heart, like, it was just like, I didn't know. So I was like, I'm scared to have kids. I had to have a C-section with him. Then, in my marriage, you know, I was still doing things, and I never got pregnant. I was like, okay, maybe I just can't, I don't know, maybe just, I don't know. Then I got pregnant. I had a miscarriage. Okay, so I'm thinking in my head, maybe like my body's just rejecting kids. Like maybe CJ was just my miracle baby. You know what I'm saying? And the crazy thing is, when I had that miscarriage, bro, something in me told me it just wasn't meant. It just wasn't meant.
Yeah.
It's so crazy because
ain't no coincidences, y'all.
It's so crazy because I seen a video of, like last year, I seen a video of me saying something about the name Legend. I seen a Facebook post of me saying, man, I just keep seeing the name Legend everywhere. And I was like, whoa, this is crazy. It's like I was like manifesting it, or I was just like, I seen signs. I lost the baby, but I was still seeing the name Legend everywhere. It was so weird, you guys. And then fast forward, I meet Clarence, and I get pregnant. I did not think I was going to get pregnant. Truthfully, I didn't think Clarence was telling me he thought his soldiers didn't march. He thought. But
then again, Clarence was with a woman who had, you know, issues in that department. So it's possible if she didn't have those issues, Clarence probably would have had him at least one too. with his ex, which is crazy how all of this shit is coming about, because it seems like they're both going through similar situations. Queen and Claire went through the same thing. Chris and Leslie now are looking the same, you know? So this whole situation is pretty crazy.
Other than March, because he had never had a pregnancy scare with any girl. So on my end, I'm like, okay, well, shoot, we fine. I think we slipped up one time. I never got pregnant, so I was like, oh, okay. That was our business, so we wasn't going to tell nobody that. Like, of course, people probably read into it and seen it, but by that time, Clarence was a single man. We were not committed to each other. We still had a very close friendship, but just doing grown people things. I don't know what happened on the other side of that, but all I know is, like, I was very understanding. I never planned anything out. I never maliciously moved or tried to take someone's family away, or, you know, I never did that. Like, I'm not that kind of girl. I'm not that kind of person, because like I said, I know how it feels. I never did anything to hurt. I would never do anything just to hurt another woman. If anything, I was just going off of what I felt. I couldn't help my feelings. And me and Clarence, I think we told a story on how, like, we first told each other we loved each other. It was crazy, because, like, he even felt crazy saying it, because he was just like, man, this is so crazy. I was just in a whole 5-year relationship, but it feels like I've known you so long, you know? Like, it feels like, I don't know why, I feel like I love you, like, and I felt the same. I was like, Clarence, I feel like I love you too. It just happened.
Spicy.
Nobody even meant for that to happen. You know what I'm saying?
So basically, she's saying that all of this happened organically.
And, like, I'm pretty sure, though, like, when you keep hanging with people, like, I don't know. Truth be told, I thought we was going to do our video, do some more videos, get a bag. I thought it was going to be business too, you know, and then kind of like fade away. That's what I really thought, but it turned out to be different.
I think both of them knew that it could probably lead into something else, but the intention at first was business. That's just how I feel, okay? You got an attractive woman, you've got an attractive dude, all right? Not saying that just because they're attractive, they're going to mesh well together, because as you can see by plenty celebrity couples and relationships, just being attractive is not going to save you. It's not going to make sure that you guys have longevity in a relationship, okay? That's superficial. But when you have two attractive people, you know, sometimes when you're grown, things happen, okay? But I do feel like initially, yes, they were wanting to do business and get a bag together. But I feel like they also thought that maybe something else could come out of it, even though everything did happen organically, you know?
It turned out to be different, and I really cannot help that. And I really would never, it's not in me to be like, yeah, I wasn't even thinking about his ex. I wasn't even thinking about, you know what I'm saying? Like, I didn't know her. All I could think about was the relationship that me and him was building.
Right.
We was always...
And plus, you didn't owe her anything. You don't owe her any type of loyalty. In any type of situation to where you're the side chick or the side nigga, bruh, you don't owe that person any loyalty. You're not dealing with that person. You don't know that person. You might know of that person, of course, but that ain't none of your business. Trust me. I was a side nigga time and time again. All right? And you should never be mad at the side dude or the side girl because that person owed you no loyalty. You need to check your woman or you need to check your man about the situation, okay? Leave the third party out of it. They don't owe you shit.
Was very honest with each other too, and we still to this day are very honest with each other about our past and how we feel about certain things. Like, we just got that kind of relationship. Like, we're friends too till this day. We're still friends. Anything that was said before, I don't know, by his mom or whatever, she didn't know me, so I get it. I completely get it. She didn't know me at all, and I was this new girl coming in. I had a kid already. She probably like, yo, who is this lady coming in, you know what I'm saying? And she already knew his ex for 5 years.
Leslie had no business bringing that unnecessary shit up, though. I will say that, bro. That's when I knew that she was bitter as fuck. Like, how you gonna be mad at Queen? If anything, be mad at Clarence. But don't put it on Queen, because Queen didn't owe you shit, bro. She didn't. That's just what it is.
Years, so they probably had a relationship, and I understand that. You know, that's completely normal. I get that. But as she got to know me more and the kind of girl that I was, her love grew for me as well. She loves me now. She loves me.
I'm gonna tell you, man, my mama met, you know, a few of my females that I deal with. And with every female, she, of course, gave them a chance to be accepted. You know, basically, if you didn't do anything that she felt was negative towards me, she automatically loved you, okay? So, it didn't matter who I was with. She was going to accept you, all right? Point blank, period. That's just how my mom is. So, if I was in this predicament, if I was Clarence and my mom was speaking that way, or whatever the case may be, of course, she's going to be hung up on the last person. If a new person is entering and she doesn't know that person, she's going to be stuck on that, you know, what happened to her? She was so nice, she was sweet, whatever the case may be. But after some time, mama figure out, I ain't going back there. And this is my new chick, so they start building a bond. They start getting to know each other, and eventually she starts liking her, okay? The mother is always going to side with the son or daughter's choice and who they want to be with, most of the time. Unless that person is just an ain't shit ass nigga, ain't shit ass person in general, then of course, mama's gonna be like, this is not the right one for you. But if you have some decency about you, if they ultimately know that you want the best for their son or daughter, then they're going to be open to having that good relationship with this new person, you know? That's just
she loves me, and she loves both of my kids. And she always tells me how appreciative she is of me, how I love her son, the way I love her son. She's thankful. I don't try to put Clarence. I try to be as easygoing as possible with Clarence. I can deal with him. I can handle him. I know what kind of man he is. He's a great man. But I know how to deal with Clarence. I know how to deal with him. And I don't know. I get him. You know? He gets me. So, I don't know. That's just my side, man. That's my side. I feel better because I got the clear.
Thank you for sharing, man.
Clear, I don't know, my name. I don't know, shit. Like, maybe people won't even believe me. Maybe people will still be like, Queen, yeah, you still wrong. You knew what you was saying. Truthfully, I don't care what you guys are saying because I know my heart. You know what I'm saying? And me and Clarence, I feel like our relationship speaks for itself. We're very genuine. It was genuine. It was nothing. Maybe it started off something different, but it ended up something different. And that's just life. And that just happens.
That is life, and that does just happen. And regardless, like you said, nobody's opinion matters except for y'all's. You know, a million people can tell you that you did the wrong thing, or that this and that, and he used you, and you used him, or whatever the case may be. But at the end of the day, if y'all know what's up, then why does anybody else's opinion matter? You know? They don't matter, okay? If you know that you're a good person, if you know that y'all have something real and genuine, it doesn't even really matter, you know? That's why I said, even if they used each other for whatever they used each other for, okay? Like, I feel like people try to prove so much about a certain person, okay? And I have fell victim to this in the past too. So where people want to prove so much that this is what happened with this person, or this is what happened with this person's relationship, or whatever the case may be. But at the end of the day, it's like, okay, so this person cheated, or okay, this person's intentions weren't the best, or this person used this person. Okay, so what now? They're still going to be together. They're still going to be living life. They're still going to be posting videos. They're still going to be doing them. So what really does it matter? You know, why not just be happy for them? Why not just be happy with your own life? I'm at the stage in my life where I'm happy for everybody, man. You know, I'm happy for, even if, like I said, even if this situation was one that Clarence used her for whatever, and she whatever the case may be, bro. Look, I'm gonna give my opinion, but I'm gonna also say shit. Who cares? We all are human. We all make mistakes. All right. I'm not the judge and the jury. I'm not condemning anybody for anything. I'm gonna give my opinion. I'm gonna share it, but also I want to share love. Okay. I feel love. I want to share happiness. I want to make people smile. You know, I want to make people feel great about themselves. You know, at the end of the day, with Leslie in that situation too, very unnecessary some of the things that she was bringing up, but at the same time, you got to look at it from her perspective too. She's still really hurt. That's what hurt people do. You know, they try to hurt other people, and in turn, she tried to hurt Queen. You know, by saying this and bringing up the mom, and the mom said this about me, my mama loved me, and this and that and the other. But that's coming from a place of, you know, where she still hasn't healed. Okay, that's still coming from some of that trauma from that relationship. You know, still comes from holding on, which I feel like she should let go. But at the end of the day, she will find her way too. You know, and everybody in this situation, I want the best for. I want love, happiness, and everything else for. Can't demonize these people, man. You wouldn't want nobody demonizing you and the mistakes that you have made, because last time I checked, nobody is perfect. Okay, everybody, you know, talking shit about this person and that person and saying, oh, they so wrong for this, and you know, blah blah blah. You know what I'm saying? It's just at the end of the day, where is the love that comes from these situations? You know, so even though sometimes I do have my criticism, sometimes I do have my opinions that sometimes are negative, I will say that I don't mean no harm, and I want everybody to win. I want everybody to be happy. You know, I want everybody to be fulfilled from the inside out. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, we're gonna watch the last minute and a half or something like that, and we're gonna close this video out because I have talked too motherfucking much. Let's get it.
And sometimes you can't help it. And truthfully, who knows?
444.
Maybe, like, even if me and Clarence don't even end up together forever, things happen.
Yes, they do.
Things happen in life, but it was never to hurt nobody, bro. It was never to take anything away from anyone. I'm all for women. Like, I make women empowerment songs. Like, I make songs about stuff. So the fact that people are saying, oh, you a homewrecker, and how could you do that when you went through the same thing? Y'all just got to understand the place that I was in from my point of view. I wasn't going through her, like, I'm not her. She's not me. We had a different view of life at the time. But I'm a very genuine person, bro. Like, I don't have nothing against nobody. I don't have nothing against nobody at all. And I just wanted to come on here and say that for myself. Hope you guys can understand where I was coming from at the time, and we're happy. We have a son together. I don't want him to grow up and see certain things. I don't even want CJ to grow up and see certain things, but I know he's already starting to read. I'm gonna have to explain to him one day, and if Legend sees everything else, you know, we're gonna have to explain it to him. I don't want them to think of us as like bad people. Like, life just happens, and I apologize to anybody that may feel like I was moving funny, but I wasn't. It just happened. So with that being said, I'm gonna go back downstairs and get to my interviews. Have a lot of promo to do, mad promo, for my album. My album is dropping the 30th. Make sure you guys will get Misunderstood. It's some
now, this is a difficult thing when your life is on the internet, you know. As you can see, everything follows you, and the internet cannot be deleted, as far as we know, unless they hit the kill switch one day, you know. But as far as we know, the internet is going to be around. So the things that you do on the internet are going to follow you. You have kids, your kids are going to grow up and be like, damn, mommy and daddy did this, or they were involved in this, and blah, blah, blah. So I definitely understand what she's saying. But hey, that comes with the territory, man. Look, like I said, I wish everybody in this situation the absolute best. If you're watching this video and you got all the way up to this point, I appreciate you so freaking much, man, because y'all know I can talk and talk and talk and talk until I am blue in the face. But look, each and every one of you guys, I want you to know that you are worthy, you are valued, you are loved. Do something today that is going to make your future self proud of you. Do something today that is going to fill you up from the inside out. And I'm not talking about drinking. I'm not talking about smoking. I'm not talking about sitting up and eating hot Cheetos and watching your favorite show. I'm talking about do something that is going to make your soul smile, make your soul happy. Whether that be go outside and take a walk into nature, whether that be do some yoga, whether that be work out, go for a jog, whether that be meditate, whether that be sit in silence for a while and get to know who you are. You know, read a book that can evolve your, you know, your mental. They can take you to a higher level. You feel me? Every day, try to do something that is going to advance and improve yourself. Okay? If you continue to do the same things day in and day out and you don't switch up your habits, you're going to continue to be the same person. You're going to remain stagnant, man. We're all trying to level up. We're trying to evolve in this third dimensional reality, man, you know? And most importantly, have fun. Have fun and focus on being happy. I love you guys so much. I will see y'all in the next video. Peace, and we out, baby. The Meditate shirt just dropped, y'all. Make sure that y'all go cop before it sells out. Limited time only. So make sure that you take time out your day today to go cop that. Meditate is super important, man. This is symbolizing the first motherfucking chakra. That's why it is red. Okay, stay tuned for the rest of the motherfucking shirts. I'm trying to tell y'all, man, we lit. Now tell me this shirt ain't fly, boy. Look at this motherfucking shirt. Meditate, boy. Come on now.